My VA didn't mess up. I did. I sent the voice note so messy, even I couldn't decode it. But Flo knew exactly what I meant. This is Delegate Like Flo, the series where I show you how to delegate clearly, lead calmly, and buy back your time with Flo, who's free for now. Because rest is not a reward, it's the strategy. Today's episode is called I Asked Flo to Handle My VA's Confusion, and she understood instantly. Because, let's be honest, delegation should not feel like a second job. So here's what happened. I dropped a voice note to my VA. My hands were full, I was moving fast, and I said something like, okay, can you handle the task from Monday and also redo the unapproved Canva flyer from the webinar? Oh, and maybe fix the graphic quote from that viral reel. You know the one. It made total sense to me at the time. A couple of hours later, I get this. Hey, just checking in. What did you mean by the thing from Monday, and which graphic are you referring to? Breathe, right? When things are going haywire. Here's the thing. I was too tired to explain, not because I didn't care. Obviously I did. But because I couldn't do the task in my head again, just to explain it. So I opened Flo. I dropped the exact paragraph from the voice note transcription into her. Literally no edits, just chaos. Flo took it and gave me a delegation clarity compass. Who, where, what, when, why, and how. Brief, clear, plain, calm. I pasted that into a Google Doc, sent it to my VA, and that was it. Task completed. No more questions, no more back and forth, no more micromanaging. If you're a founder, a coach, a business owner, you've been here. You send a quick voice note to your team because your brain is at capacity. You think you're being clear because you guys have already talked about this several times, but really, you're just unloading. You're tired, they're confused, and now you're even more tired. In their confusion, they may not want to let you know that they're confused because you're frustrated, they care about you, and they don't want to put more on your plate. So they try to handle it, wasting more time ensuring that this is something that will not be approved when it makes it to your approval desk, and wasted time will have to do it over again. Instead of going through that process, you just say, it'll be easier if I do it myself, right? Does that part sound familiar? But that moment right there, that's where scaling stops. Not because your team isn't smart or even your VA, but because you're still the translator, the chief explainer, the middleman for your own brain. That's not leadership. That's a full-time bottleneck. Here's how Flo helped me turn that chaos into clarity. I opened Flo, pasted my voice note transcription, unedited, used this exact prompt. Flo, rewrite this as a delegation clarity compass. She already knew to include who, where, what, when, why, and how. And watch this. You'll see her rewrite it clean, break it into bullet points just to get a summary as to what I said, add a due date, and even recommend who should take it. I said, hey, Mel, okay, can you handle that task from Monday? The one that's been lingering for a little while, and also redo the unapproved Canva flyer for the webinar. And oh, can you fix the graphic quote from that viral reel? You know which one I'm talking about. Okay, thank you. You're only human. That lacked the decision ready structure. This is where the delegation clarity compass comes in. Of course. All right, let's talk to Flo. Flo, can you take each one of those tasks and create a delegation clarity compass for each? The first one where the two blanks are in the transcription should be task from Monday, and it's some task that's been lingering and I can't quite remember exactly what it is. So direct her to tell me what it is, and for the rest of the stuff, create a flow for the other two things that I asked for.
Got you. This is where we get you out of the weeds and Mel into flow with precision. Here's how we'll do it. I'll build 3 separate delegation clarity compasses based on your voice note transcription. The first will include a directive for Mel to remind you what the task was. That part is brilliant because you're holding too much in your head.
Oh, she even caught the unspoken detail I forgot to mention.
Let's call that task 1. Then I'll lock in delegation-ready instructions for task 2 and task 3. Task 1, lingering Monday task. Help me remember. Toe is responsible. Mel, what is the task? There was a task I meant to hand off to you on Monday.
Hey.
I can't recall it exactly right now. It's been lingering in my brain.
Like literally, she's giving me everything that I should be doing, and I love it. I am curious though. I never give her 3 delegation compasses at once. Let's see what happens.
Helping me clear, it will free up my focus and ensure we're not missing anything important. How should it be done? Send me a quick message with your guess. Monday was full, so check any context from that day. Then we'll clarify next steps together. Task 2. Insert second task you requested. Please confirm the topic, but I'll assume for now it's a post-creation.
I love the part about us confirming together because we should always collaborate with the who, where, what, when, why, and how. We don't have to have all the answers.
Reused. Where does it happen? Design the post in Canva. Save assets and the workflow in Google Drive under Content Creation Templates. When should it happen? Post draft by Thursday noon. Workflow doc by end of day Friday. Why is it important? We're creating sustainable systems, so I'm not reinventing the wheel every time.
Yep. This part right here. And that is why my VA does not have to ask me questions.
I want this post plus process to become part of our evergreen toolkit. How should it be done? Use our standard post formatting from the March campaign as a guide. For the workflow, outline steps from ideation to posting, including approval timelines. Make it detailed enough that anyone could follow it later. Task 3, insert third request. I'll assume it's prep for a recurring content series unless you correct me. Doe is responsible. Mel, what is the task? Set up the recurring content series structure. Include topic themes, posting calendar, and template reuse. Where does it happen? Planning in Google Sheets. Templates in Canva. Upload all links and plans to our shared folder. When should it happen? Draft calendar and first 2 posts by next Tuesday. Set series to repeat every other week. Why is it important? This saves me hours of ideation and gets us consistent visibility, especially when I'm deep in strategy work. How should it be done? Use past high-performing posts to pull themes. Build a lightweight calendar with dates, titles, and CTA ideas. Confirm theme sequence with me before locking it in. Want me to drop this into a formatted doc or Notion-ready task list for you? Or should we move right into tracking these in a delegation tracker?
Okay, so now I'm going to allow you to see what's happening here. That's the first one, task 2. Second, task 3. Cool. See, I'm gonna push her. Can these be 3 beautiful smiley face? Your 3 beautiful delegation clarity compasses are now polished and radiant inside the doc. All right. I love it because I can show the changes here or I can do a previous version always. Copy this and put it into a Google Doc. And there you have it. You're so welcome. Look at her fancy. Let's talk about what just happened. Your team isn't confused because they're slow. They're confused because your delegation process is messy. Flow is your buffer. She takes your brain dump and turns it into a brief. No second guessing, no weird tone, just clarity. Remember, clarity is kindness. It's not about managing people, it's about managing outcomes. So when I say Flo communicates better than I do when I'm tired, I'm not exaggerating. She does. Step 1, voice note. Messy paragraph or chaotic email or WhatsApp if you're like me. Step 2, paste it into Flow. Ask for a delegation clarity compass. Honestly, you don't have to ask for a delegation clarity compass. She already knows and can discern because of the way that she's been programmed to give you what you need without you even saying it. Step 3, send it to your VA. Step 4, move on with your day. No back and forth, no Slack, WhatsApp, Asana pings, no guilt. No, can I get clarity on that? 2 hours later, no follow-up. Delegation that works. If you're tired of explaining the same thing twice, If your delegation style is vibes and hoping they get it because they understand you because they're a cultural fit. If your team isn't moving because you're still writing the map, use flow. Start free, drop your chaos, ask for the delegation clarity compass prompt. Let flow handle it because you're the CEO, and that doesn't mean chief explaining officer. You don't need to translate your brilliance. You just need the right AI business coach tool. That's Flow. Flow's already working. Want her on your team? Subscribe now and go try her today. She makes delegation smarter and easier than you ever thought it could be.